On Saturday, May 3rd, 2025, 22-year-old Logan Federico was found deceased with a GSW to her chest. Logan was spending the weekend with her friends in their rental home in Columbia, South Carolina, when this man on the screen right here, 30-year-old Alexander Dickey, broke into the home and SHOT her. And this was unprovoked, this was not targeted, this was completely random. Before taking Logan's life, Alexander had actually broken into another person's home nearby around 3 o'clock in the morning. He stole this person's firearm, this person's credit and debit cards, and the keys to their vehicle. Authorities said they were able to track Alexander down because the vehicle he took had broke down, and he used the person's credit card that he stole to get the vehicle towed to his residence in Lexington County. Authorities say that when they tracked him down, he actually ran into the woods, which started a manhunt in severe weather conditions. They say that Alexander broke into another home during this manhunt and set the home on fire. However, authorities were able to extract him out of one of the windows and take him into custody. And this wasn't the first time that Alexander was taken into custody. It was discovered that since he turned 18, he was charged with 48 crimes at least across 14 different occasions. 31 of those charges were felony charges that stemmed from him breaking into people's vehicles and homes. 10 of those charges were traffic charges, and some of those charges were theft and burglary. He was convicted of 8 of those felony charges and was somehow able to plead 2 of those charges down to misdemeanors. As a result of all of these charges, Alexander ended up serving 3 terms in prison. He was in prison from November of 2014 to May of 2017. He was then brought to prison again in April 2018, where he remained until August 2018, and then in December of 2019 to February of 2021. Now, Logan's father, Steve, has spoken out several times, and he is not happy. He says that he actually blames the judges for not researching Alexander's past and for approving any plea deals that he had obtained that ultimately led him to be released. Steve said that soft on crime punishments is a problem in this country and that his daughter would be alive if that was not such a big problem. He said that right now he's focused on getting justice for Logan, but he also wants to pursue legislation that governs how the court system handles repeat offenders. Steve says that he does not want his daughter's name to go unnoticed or her name to go in vain. He said that there's got to be something positive that comes out from her death, and he will be fighting until his last breath for that change to be brought about. Logan was described by those who knew her as a strong and fun-loving individual who was spicy and did what she wanted. They say that she was working hard at becoming a school teacher and that she was working 2 jobs to be able to afford school. Alexander was indicted on June 25th, 2025 on 12 charges including MUR, burglary, and possession of a weapon during a violent crime, and 23 other charges that include arson, burglary, larceny, and banking crimes. He is being held without bond, and right now it is unclear if the prosecution is going to seek the DP in his case. However, Steve is pushing for this case to be federal.
She was 5'3". She weighed 115 pounds. Bang! Dead. Gone. Why? Because Alexander Devontae Dickey was on the street. He should have been in jail for over 140 years for all the crimes he committed. He's only 30 years old. He was committing 2.65 crimes a year. My daughter wanted to be a teacher. She finally figured it out 2 weeks before she was executed. And I haven't heard a damn word from Byron Gibson in South Carolina. Not one word. 4 months, no communication. Her name's Logan Federico, and you will not forget her. I promise you. You will be sick and tired of my face and my voice until this gets fixed.